Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the Gingerbread Village 1 event, which is the first out of the 4 where you're going to collect various different epic heroes and you're going to use them to then fuse the legendary hero Suzette. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk to you about how you can optimize your event so that you can get the points with minimal investment. And I'm also going to talk to you about how you can use Ailwi while you get them until you actually then fuse Suzette. So stay tuned and let's get into it.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the total points that's required and how you can obtain these points. I'm going to try and also explain some of the concepts for those of you who may be less familiar with the game. And so let's go through that. You need a total of 2,500 points in order to obtain Ailwi. And you can do that by the following. You need to get up to level 15 or higher in the following rifts. That's Goliath, Phoenix, or Witch. And if you can complete by winning 35, 75, or 150 times, then you can collect those points. You must hit those numbers in order to obtain the points. And if you can get up to 150 wins, then you can collect a total of 700 points for that particular challenge. So if you can do that for Goliath, Phoenix, or Witch challenges, then you can get a total of 2,100 points. That still leaves you with 400 points that you need, and you can do that by doing the following. You can upgrade the skill of your heroes, whether it's legendary or epic, or you can actually use tomes to do this as well. The reason why this is split up is because you don't need to use tomes to upgrade a hero, and I'm going to explain how that works. Now, the fastest way to do this is to go and use your legendary tomes. 5 tomes is going to allow you to finish the event, but that is also going to cost you 5 million gold, and it is going to cost you 5 legendary tomes, which is one of the harder resources to collect. And so alternatively, you can also use epic tomes. Depending on your situation, I personally have a lot of epic tomes saved up over the various events, and I don't really use them that much. And so I have a lot saved up. And so what I did was I actually used a combination. If you wanted to use epic tomes to upgrade, the way this works is it's going to require 17 total epics if you start from scratch. 17 total tomes, and that is going to cost you 4,250,000 gold. So you do save a little bit on the gold, but the best is actually just to do a combination. So you can see that I finished the Phoenix challenge, so I got a total of 700 points. And then I just used 12 epic tomes to then upgrade one of my epics, and then I was able to complete. Alternatively, you can also use any families in a particular hero to upgrade the skills for another epic. And you can do that if you don't have enough tomes and you have a lot of duplicates. So the way this works is you can go, and I'm going to show you how this works. So for example, if I have Samga, I'm going to show you here because I have it lined up. So I have Samga here, and she is one that I'm going to try and upgrade. So what you can do is you hit the upgrade and then you go to learn. Now you can see, in addition to the tomes, I can also use any of the sisters in her family, okay, because they're all part of the same family here. And I can use them to actually upgrade the skills. I'm not going to do this here, but you can do that instead of the tomes. And another way to see how families work is you go to any faction in the lexicon and you scroll down. Legendaries don't have families, only epics and below. You can see all the families are listed with their family name. And so that is an option if you want to do that. I don't really recommend it because you're losing out on your epic heroes. And so if you don't have tomes and you really don't have any options, then really I think the best thing is to just go ahead and brute force through these challenges. But if you have the resources, if you have the tomes, I highly, highly recommend using the epics instead of legendary. And if you do so, then you're going to be able to get yourself Ailwi. Next, let's go ahead and talk about Ailwi, his skills, and what I think about him, and what you can do to use him to maximum potential until you use him to actually fuse Suzette. So here's the first thing I'm going to say is for Ailwi, because he is a recipe for a fusion hero, what you need to do is you need to get him to 5 stars and level 50. However, I don't recommend that you put any awakening or any skill upgrades into him until you're absolutely certain that you're not going to fuse Suzette. Okay, because if you do think you're going to fuse Suzette, anything you put in here in addition to just the leveling is going to be wasted. Okay, so that's the first thing to keep in mind. However, you can see what I have here, and you can put sets on him, equipment, because you can always take them off when a free equipment gear day comes around. All right, so let's talk about what you can do between now and when you do fuse Suzette. So he's going to be a support type, and his skill requires you to really think about health. And so you can see that I have a lot of health in here, and I have health for my glove and for my armor. Now I did try to play around a little bit with speed because of his awakening. I'm going to talk about his skills, but I think that it might be better for me to simply put also health on him, and I'm going to explain the reason why. So you can see right now, without any awakening at level 50, he does have almost 40,000 health, and I do have a rare relic on him to give him additional health. And so what he does is he's going to give vampirism to all your allies, okay, so that they can all steal some health, and he's going to increase speed for your allies as well. At max level, he's going to increase it up to 3 turns. And then the passive ability is where he will give, this is where the health matters. So he's going to heal an ally every 3 turns. Now, this is whether or not it is an opponent's turn or your turn. Every 3 turns, he's going to heal, and he'll pick the heal ally with the lowest health, and he will heal for 8% of his personal max. I need to make a quick correction here. I said that the heal is going to be based on the health of Ailwi, but that is incorrect. It's actually going to be based on the max health of whoever he's healing. It does not change the gear loadout. Health is still going to be good for him, but it is going to impact how much healing he is going to be able to do to his allies. Whether or not it is an opponent's turn or your turn, every 3 turns he's going to heal, and he'll pick the heal ally with the lowest health, and he will heal for 8% of his personal max speed. He is going to increase the resistance of his red allies. However, that's not going to be really useful if you don't use any other red heroes. At max level, the health that he's going to heal goes up to 12% from 8%. So let's go ahead and show how that works. I'm going to show you here in this battle. We're going to go to Infernal, and I already have this all set up. So let's take a look and see how this works. So it starts on turn 1. Starting on turn 1, you can see that he doesn't really do anything because, well, everyone is already at full health. Okay, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through and attack, and you'll see I'm going to get attacked here. And on turn 3, you can see that I'm actually healing. I'm healing for 8% of my total health. Okay, and then when I activate my skill, I am granting vampirism. What this means is now I can actually give my heroes a chance to gain a little bit of health back. So you can see I was able to give Raven a little bit of health by her attacking. Now, the thing is, she is attacking, she is not really an attacker, and she's attacking a green hero, so she didn't really heal a lot. And so in this particular case, yes, she did actually lose her health, all of her health, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. I was actually just trying to show you how his skill actually works. So you can see just by counting up, every 3 turns, he's guaranteed to provide some healing. And so in that particular situation, if he has a very, very high health and he's maxed out, yes, he is going to be able to work very well with a taunting hero, because you can always heal that taunting hero. So that's the main benefit, I believe, for having AoE, is just for the heal. The vampirism is nice. Okay, it's just another status that you can also boost, and you can allow them to steal some health. So that, what that does is it does give you ability to get a bit more survivability. Okay, so that's how his skill works. Now, personally, I still think that while it's nice that he is healing every 3 turns, like I said, I still don't think that he is going to be a huge difference maker, especially in PvP, for example. Maybe in the war setup, it'll be good, but he is going to be very easily targeted. And so that's why you need to make sure he has very high health and also good defense. And so having good speed there, I think is okay. But I would say that probably focusing on the health is going to be more beneficial. So one thing I forgot to do is show you his awakening. And so you can see here how he works is when you awaken him, he's going to be focused on speed. So his 6-star awakening is going to be speed, so he'll get additional 20 speed there. And so is it going to be worth it? Depends on your personal setup, but I like having more health on him, I think. And so without using a Swift set, I do have him at 322 because I got some good gear here. But overall, I think that if I can push his health higher, then I could heal him for more. Okay, and so that is Ailwi, how he works, how I would recommend that you gear him so that you can use him in the meantime. But I would say don't put any more resources than you have to other than to get him to level 50. And then what I would still recommend is go ahead and fuse Sustetti. So that's going to be it for me for this particular video. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if I've missed anything about AoE that maybe I haven't considered. And also let me know what you think. Okay, like what was your strategy? How did you complete this event? And if there's any feedback, be happy to hear. So that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.